I ain't got time to bleed.
Jesus.
I know, because everybody's going to say that because of the hat, which is awesome.
Opening it up with the Jesse Ventura reference.
Also in my shop. But, yeah.
The actual, do you have my size?
Yeah, they come in 7, 7.25, and 7.5, but they're pretty liberal with the sizes.
Yeah. Fair.
So this is a 7.5. It's more like a 7 5/8. But they're boonie hats, so they're made to be like that, and they're all cotton. But there was a guy that he bought one from me, and he's like, I'll know if it's real or not because I've bought a bunch of booty hats that claim to be 100% cotton and they're not. And he gets it. And he's like, this is awesome. It's the first one I've found since like the 70s. It's actually 100% cotton and not nylon.
Well, yeah, they make a bajillion repros, but they also made actual ones that were 50-50.
Right. Well, yeah, but in Vietnam they didn't. They were all 100%. I think these are made from new old stock, the brown dominant shit.
Yeah, just to use the leftover fabric.
Right. I think they're new made, but like out of original fabric.
Yeah. Well,
so that's
the
what
government
I advertise
doesn't waste not, want not, unless they're doing a complete overhaul. It's close enough to M81 to where they might as well just use it.
Right, exactly. I think these were made more recently, though. I think these were made like within the last 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I could like see the 90s and stuff maybe, but I didn't think like
or that. Yeah. Yeah, but they're definitely 100% cotton ripstop. They're the original brown dominant.
100% cotton's the way to go.
Sure is.
I mean, it's only taken the military's 40 years to figure that shit out.
Right. Thanks, George. Yeah, it's insane. I hate that thing that we can't show guns on live streams. I really hate that.
All right. I have so much new stuff I have to make videos on that I could tease for.
Yeah, same. It's like Jesus. But I guess we're just.
We already got money, Mike.
I know. I got $3. So, yeah. So, how's life?
My life's going good. I'm working. Work's kind of slowing down now that people are realizing the world is, in fact, not ending.
Weird.
I know, right? So I watched my first guy today get turned down for trying to return toilet paper. That was fun.
Good. Fuck them.
So, yep.
Yeah,
and
that's so dumb.
It was bad. But other than that, yeah, no, we're still running out of stuff. There's going to be like a second huge boom now that people realize that it's not bad, that are going to go out and now buy stuff.
Yep.
So everything.
I think everything's gonna be okay. Like realistically.
So, but that's all right.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
More money. Yep. And then I filled out the FFL forms today and
getting your CNR.
Yeah, and all that other good stuff, and then I got that cool Ursat's bayonet, and Carcano clips are on the way. And
did you get real ones or did you get repros?
I got 6 1937 dated steel ones.
Okay, as long as they're Yeah. Oh no, those are the one. What the fuck? Because the repros, they have a certain. Here's the thing: is you'll know immediately when you go to use them.
Yeah, a lot of the repro ones I've seen are all 36.
Yeah, or 38. Yeah, who knows?
So,
but like, yeah, I mean, as long as they're original, I found that the earlier brass ones, like we were talking about, like,
and then I got some brass ones that are 28 dated.
Yep, those seem to work in all my Carcanos. They work flawlessly, and they're amazing.
I'm anxious to shoot this thing, so I'm hopefully gonna tomorrow put some ammo on order because I got to get some more 8x56, and I figure I'll grab a couple boxes of Carcano ammo.
I think SG's got them on their site. Do they?
Yes.
Because I know they've only got limited calibers right now because they're like overworked and.
Yeah, but I'm not buying 308s, 9mm, 45s, or 5.56.
Yeah.
So they got what I wanted in stock, and I was like,
right. Yeah.
I was surprised when you sent me to them, and I was like, they even have 6.5x54 man liquor show now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's surprising.
I love SG ammo. That's where I get most of my ammo from. I get some from AIM Surplus. Mm-hmm. It's like I'll literally like I'll just go and like with shipping, which one is cheaper is usually about within a $10 difference.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. But yeah, the next caliber I'm gonna or 2 calibers I'm gonna probably like get from SG when they get them posted back up is 6.5 by 50 Japanese. And
Who makes that? Is that Privy?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I actually don't remember. I think Norma's got, or we'll see. Anyway,
Okay.
they got the best price. I do remember that. They pulled it, before I could actually pull the trigger. And then I'm gonna get some 763 by 50, 765 by 53. There we go. Got the numbers right.
So
Argentine.
That's the Argentine stuff. Yeah.
Yep. That's it. I've shot it before. That? What? Privy.
Privy Cell. Okay. They make everything. They're great.
Yeah, they're really good. I just wish, because I emailed a few years back, one of the people I get ammo from, I don't remember who, I think it was AIM actually, and I was like, hey, you've got every other caliber under the sun from Privy, why don't you have 7758? And they said something about like, they said like it's something like it's banned from import.
It is, yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because I know Privy makes it, but there's actually 2 companies in the United States that still make it.
Yeah, it's that one, the black and gold box, which I have a box of.
Yeah, it's this little company in Arizona that makes really expensive, basically hand loads.
Exactly.
It's like the only one that does it, yeah. So.
Yeah, it's yeah, but what I do is, like I told you, I took 30-06 brass, fucking sized it or trimmed it, sized it down, and then I used 7.6254 bullets.
There you go.
And it worked great. Oh my god, that Type 99 I have is, sorry for the burping, just drink water after I ate fajitas.
Ooh,
good stuff.
Fajitas.
The fajitas are great because like when you burp it up, it tastes just
amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep. And so that Type 99 is fucking, it's a dream to shoot. And it's so small and light, you'd think that you're shooting basically kind of like a 303 British without the rim.
Yeah.
I know there's differences.
Well, that's the parent base, so.
But it's like you're shooting a big cartridge, a substantial cartridge, and it doesn't really recoil that bad. It's insane. So, but yeah, I cannot wait to shoot the Type 38 and the 1891 Argentine Mauser with the crest.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. Then you got the M41, which is awesome.
Yeah, I got that.
Dude, they're I mean, literally shooting it, there's no difference between an 1891 and an M41. They're just it's basically like shooting an M16A2 versus an A4 with just stock.
2 inches shorter, which is negligible.
Right.
And side slung and underslung. It's preference.
Right. Yep. So. And yeah, I used to have one and never got to shoot that one actually. But yeah, the 91s, they're, oh man. And then I'll show you how to use the sights, and once you get it, it's like it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I do like how they like work with the like rubber button and the like flip up stuff where you push that button in on the side.
Well, it's wood. It's wood.
No, mine's the button is rubber.
Wood. Does it?
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be wood because like both of my 1891s, the wood is like it rotted off or got destroyed.
No. Mine's like plastic or like hardened rubber or something, but they did use them until the 70s, so it would make sense that if one broke, replaced it. But yeah, it's neat. So, but I didn't know they were wood originally.
Yeah. Can't show it on the fucking stream.
Yeah, you can't show it or they'll flag us. Yeah.
Oh god, it's so retarded.
I know.
But I said retarded. Oh my god. So you can't fucking do anything. Like, willkommen zu die Nationalsozialist Deutsches Arbeiterparty.
Oh god. Hey, it could be worse. We could all be dying from some weird virus.
Right. Could be. But anyway, so the Carcano is a fucking sweet rifle, and it's like the ones that the what are they called, the 91-29s that were cut down.
Mm-hmm.
from rifles, and they had the gradual rifling.
Yeah,
I could see why you'd have
game
some
twist.
The what?
The game twist.
Yeah, the gain twist. Yeah, I can see why you'd have some accuracy issues because you're not giving the long ass bullet enough time to stabilize.
Yeah.
But and that's, I think, why they went to the 7.35 and they made a lot of the M38 variants in 7.35. I mean, they made a lot in 6.5 as well, but like, yeah, you can't do that.
No, I mean, especially like how they did it. They're just like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll just cut whatever 8 inches off the barrel and it'll be fine.
Yep.
True. But the first like 6 inches of the barrel is that game twist crap where there's almost no spin on the bullet. So they had tons of accuracy problems.
You cut out the last 8 inches that are like the most crucial to like give it an actual twist.
Yep.
It's like, oh shit.
I still can't find any reading on if the 1941s have game twist or not.
I don't know either.
Some do and some don't.
Right, and that's the thing is like again, I looked at the M91s and you can't just tell by looking at it because
no, it's
so long. Like you'd have to be like very precise and know what the fuck you're looking for. So yeah, I don't know either. Like, and that's something that I haven't researched. I don't know. I can't find a straight answer either.
Yeah. So I was like, because I've got no idea if they actually do or not. Maybe somebody who's actually like Italian knows. There's a couple people on my channel who are Italian that are big into that stuff, and
but they might not even know. Like, because it's like just because you're from the country of origin, does not an expert make you.
Well, there's one guy who like he's got a lot of Carcanos. He knows a lot about him. I asked him stuff at first, and he was able to tell me a lot of stuff about mine, which is who I found out that mine, because it's a Finnish one, and it's one of the rare ones that snuck in with all the 7.35s. That makes it kind of rare.
What a logistical fucking nightmare. Yeah, we'll give you arms, but we have 2 different calibers that we might have to send you.
Well, they said in all the shipping records, they were all 7.35s, but then, like I was telling you, like this guy, apparently Germany, when they just took as much shit as they could when they were falling back, when Italy changed teams, in 43. And they were like, we have no use for this. We'll send it to Finland.
Here you go.
Finland will find a use for it. But they only sent like maybe estimates are a couple hundred. And the Finns could never use them because they didn't have ammo for them. So they put them into like bayonet drills and like training purposes and stuff. So before you got like your actual gun.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty cool thing. It's like, I mean, you got to find the specific collector that's going to pay it for that, but like,
yeah, it's kind of like my Ross, where it's worth a fortune to that one person on the planet that collects.
And the thing is, like,
stuff.
So it's better in your hands for the time being. It really is. Like,
so, and I was like, I'll happily spend $150 on it. So,
yeah, ooh,
I know, right?
Damn, may have overpaid a little bit. Like, it's not a fucking Mosin. Oh my god.
That actually reminds me of another question I was going to ask you. Where is the best place to get Mosin ammo? Or if I had to buy like a spam can, what's the best kind to buy?
The surplus shit's so overpriced now. It's like, it's not even worth it.
Well,
SG ammo's got
people who are willing to cut me some deals on some surplus ones, but I want to know if there's any specific things to look for that are bad.
Well, it's not necessarily bad. It's just, okay, so spam cans, I know I'm going to do this. Back in the day, were $80.
Yeah.
And
that's about the price I can get for one if I want.
Okay, yeah, and that's fine. Like, that's a good price. Here's the thing. The Russians, sorry, they're not Soviets. They still use that round. They still manufacture that round. There's no shortage of it. Yeah. It's fucking regulations and laws that make it expensive. So I wouldn't pay more than $80 for it.
Yeah.
Mosin Nagants have not been made since like the 50s, right?
Yeah, pretty much. 59 was like the last year.
Yeah, mostly. So I can see why there's a supply and demand thing. The ammo, fuck paying that. You can get Wolf ammo, which is going to ballistically perform about the same.
Exactly the same, yeah.
And Yeah, and it's non-corrosive as well. Like everybody bitches about corrosive ammo. I just want to give this disclaimer: like, there's
Just
one
run
more
some
step
hot water
involved
down
with
the
cleaning.
barrel.
Yeah, exactly. There's one more step involved with cleaning your rifle after you shoot corrosive ammo. Wipe your bolt face off with a wet rag, like with water. It's not going to rust. It's fucking chromed. And then run water down your bore, and then just do your normal cleaning
Boil
regimen.
it like normal, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, SG ammo, they had 5.4R, they had the Wolf or the Tull ammo, whatever the fuck's making them. Don't worry about the spam can thing. Like these rounds, you're not going to store them for.
Well, I've been looking for, because Wolf was what I used to buy, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere.
Well, right, because people
it's
are
run out
there.
because of the import ban from the last year Obama was president. We can't get it anymore, so now it's just out.
Right, exactly, and it's also like the war with Ukraine. You know what's going on over there? Like we were getting all of our shit from Ukraine.
That's how it was. Yeah, Russia was selling it to Ukraine, and Ukraine was middlemaning it to the United States.
Right, exactly.
And now they're not doing that. So
yeah.
So I just wanted to know if a spam can was a feasible idea, if I could get one for cheap.
For $80, yes. If you can find one for $80.
And there's nothing like wrong with them. They don't have like a lot of hang fires or anything. They tend to work.
I've had hang fires at the 40s. Like I bought 45 and 46 dated shit.
No, most of this stuff is like 70s.
Yeah, it's in the green spam cans, right?
Yeah.
I think I've had. I actually haven't had a hang fire with that.
Okay. And both boxes that he wants to sell me come on clips.
Okay, then they're not in the green cans. They're the older ones. However,
I don't know if they're Russian though.
Polish, Russian. They stopped shipping them on clips in the early 50s.
Even the Chinese? Because he said they were Chinese.
Well, why the fuck didn't you tell me this?
I'm sorry.
Like, that makes a difference. He's probably talking about SKS ammo, and it's probably not 5.4, it's probably 3.9.
Okay. I don't need any 3.9.
Well, I do.
Oh, well, then we might be able to work something out.
We always do, Devin. Oh my gosh. Like, what the fuck?
So, yeah, but it was in... he thinks it's Chinese.
Oh, yeah. So the Mosin clips, like, they
or
stopped...
Or it might not be on
for
clips. He might not know. He might be reading the markings wrong, so...
No, it was just the oval-shaped spam cans. It's not going to be on clips as long as it's sealed, and you can... How about this? Have them send you a picture of the top of the fucking thing with all the stampings on it.
Okay.
And send it to me, and I'll fucking be able to give you a rough estimate of what it is.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because he's willing to sell them for cheap because he got rid of his Mosins and now he doesn't need them. So I was like, hey,
I put 7.62 rounds in my Mosin, my moist nugget. Well, those are not the right caliber. I was wondering why this piece of shit commie gun
doesn't work. Yeah. God.
Oh shit! You froze.
Yeah, you did too for a little bit.
You just
froze
back. Like. Oh well, I guess my joke didn't land then because fuck.
Oh well.
Whatever. I was good. Yeah. What was the last thing you heard?
My piece of shit commie gun
blew up because I used this commie ammo. You know, like a 3.9 ammo and a fucking Mosin I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hardy har. Ha 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 ha
ha.
So fucking funny.
Could be worse. I like my Mosin gun. It's actually one of my favorite rifles, and people give me shit for that all the time.
If it works for you, it works for you. Like, I've got a bunch of Mosins, and like, some of them are really fucking nice. Like, they work great. Some of them are like, you need some work done to you, buddy. I just don't know what the fuck to do.
Yep.
It's like, you're sick, but I'm not a doctor.
Like, I think people are just mad because I have such a good argument for why it's actually the best bolt-action rifle ever made.
I don't think it's the best bolt-action rifle ever made.
Well, they made two.
What's your argument?
They made two for everyone else's one, and two rifles that work okay are better than one perfect rifle. Well, as long as you have the men to operate that rifle.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's logic of like mass warfare.
Yeah,
So
which is what the Mosin was designed for.
sure. Okay, yes. But like,
So,
I don't know. What is the best bolt action rifle ever made?
oh, that's actually a really hard question. If we're excluding all the like commercial and modern stuff.
No, we're just talking like military rifles. Like, so, but you have to include civilian use and parts
Ooh.
availability and repair, ease of repair and all that shit. Like, isn't that a bitch?
It's probably the Remington 700.
No. Well, I mean, okay. Massively used military bolt action rifles. Not fucking okay. Jesus Christ. You're taking liberties with my question, and I appreciate that, but like, because the 700 is like, yeah, it's a military rifle, but like,
Yeah, but are we just gonna like? How about we just say the last stand? It had to be standard issue. How's
okay,
that?
perfect term that I fucking didn't include, and I fucking shit the bed on. Standard issue bolt action rifle from any country. What is the best? Maintenance, reliability, ease of use, ease of parts availability, ease of repair.
Hmm.
I guess I don't have an answer.
K31.
No,
Because they made
I
millions of
disagree.
them. They're really easy to use. There's
I
parts still
disagree.
around for them.
But you take that to any average gunsmith, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's true. Well, then it's gonna be the K98.
Would it be?
Yeah, because so many countries used it. There's literally dozens of countries that used it. There's so many of them around.
So then why wouldn't you go M48, which is a little bit shorter action? Are you just saying like the 98 action in general, like any
Yeah, pretty
98
much.
platform?
Yeah. Well, because in the end, the Yugo M48 is still a K98. It's got some slight differences, but if you know how to work it,
I know it
you
is.
know how to work on
I
a
know.
K98, you
I
could work
know.
on a Yugo M48.
So that's what I'm asking is like, so you're saying that the Mauser 98 action is the quote unquote best bolt action, I guess, platform?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say best, but it's definitely the most widespread and it's probably the easiest to like use. It's the most user friendly overall.
So then why isn't a Mosin Nagant fit the same criteria?
Because they didn't make it everywhere until like the 90s.
I'm pretty sure Romania, Bulgaria, fucking East Germany,
Yeah, but like,
Russia.
but there's not that many countries that issued a Mosin Nagant, but yet they still made twice as many as there have ever been Mauser 98 actions.
So you understand my question and why it's fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah. But like, I get what you're saying, but like, you look at the 1903 as a Mauser 98 action. There's so many.
It's really not actually. It's
Well,
very similar.
yeah,
It the idea is the same, and that's why they actually won the lawsuit.
yeah.
It's not the same fucking action though. That's
No, it's
a
not.
lot of people say
It's
that
similar
it is.
enough to where if you've used one, you could use the other,
Oh,
and if you fixed one, you could fix the other.
well,
You know?
right. Yeah, and that's the thing is like it was so similar. That's why they won the lawsuit and they had the royalties paid until the First World War.
And then
But it's
you have
still
all South America, Mexico. Basically, the only person in the Americas that didn't use a Mauser 98 action at some point was Canada.
most of South America did not use 98s though.
I thought they did after
They used model
all their like 93s and
1893
95s were all
and
gone.
95s. Well,
Yeah.
no, they used most of the ones you're going to find in South America were 1891s for Argentina, 93s and 95s.
Okay.
Most. It's
Yeah.
and then the next big influx of Mausers to South America was the VZ24,
Which is a 98.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like pretty much every country has used a 98 at some point in the Americas except for Canada, and then Africa as well. A lot of countries had 98s.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see that because even though they were in 7mm, they were still a 98 action.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? So like,
yep, I do.
They're so much more widespread. Whereas the Mosin, yes, they made a jillion of them, but it didn't spread as far. So I think it's that whole sphere of influence that ultimately makes the Mauser 98 probably an overall better action, but still in a fight, there's not as many of them as there is Mosin Nagants.
Right. And that's the thing is like when people ask what is the best rifle, it's like that's an unanswerable fucking question.
Well, it depends what you're doing and where
your
you
definition
are.
of best
And,
is.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like for people that are watching, I don't like answering that question, and I'm not going to. I'll probably give you some smart ass comment, or I'm just not going to reply because it's like saying what's the best car.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What are you doing with it?
Yeah.
When was it made? When what was going on at that point? What did they use it for?
True.
How good are you with it? How available are parts? Same thing. It's like,
But
it's
then
unanswerable.
what was also the last country to issue like Mosin Nagants, where it was standard issue still before they got rid of it? Because I know there was countries that used the Mosins as standard issue until like the 70s.
Well, Albania, like they're the two Type 53s that I have, Chinese ones that were sent to Albania from China, those fucking things have been rode hard and put away wet.
Yeah.
And but also they weren't fired much.
True.
And so they use those. I don't know if it's Albania. I don't know. But like Albania is one of those countries that like standard issue or with standard issue. We don't know. Because also my Type 56 SKS was Albanian issued from China, sent as aid. And
like, what was the last country to issue like the Mauser 98 action as standard issue?
Well, define standard issue like as their main combat weapon.
Yeah, like in the largest numbers issued.
Turkey, Iran, or Persia at that point.
Yeah, well, that's right. Turkey used theirs until like the 80s. That's right.
Yeah, Persia as well.
Okay. Yeah, they used theirs for a long time too.
And
because I know the Mosin was pretty much phased out by SKSs and AKs in the 70s.
Right, and like the Wach Battalion, the German, basically like the old guard that we have here.
Yeah.
They still carry around K98s.
Yeah.
As their drill rifle.
Their ceremonial thing, yeah.
Please don't use foul language, please. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to comments. If you have a problem with my language, unsubscribe from my channel and don't watch my shit.
Yeah, we kind of have to use foul language now in order to not get our video flagged for children.
And it's just who I am. Like, I swear. I don't try to overdo it like some people try to overcompensate. I just swear. So
you're also, Second Amendment.
Yeah, right.
So.
But yeah, anyway.
Second part to the First Amendment, so I should say.
Section 2. But yeah, it's the thing is like the best gun ever, the best rifle ever, the best action. I'd say the 98 is up there. I'd also say the Mosin Nagant is up there.
Considering there's how many hunting rifles, basically almost every hunting rifle out there is still based off of it.
Yeah, the Model 70 and 700, it's a Mauser action. Yeah. It's just more refined and a little bit smoother, I guess. But it's like it's just like that question's unanswerable.
Fair. Because it all still eventually comes down to preference, but if we're talking the last great war that actually happened, which would have been World War II.
Yeah.
The Mosin was the best rifle because there was two of them, at least, for everything else.
But was the T-34 the best tank because there was two of them for every...
Yes.
Oh, you think so?
Yes. I mean, because at that point, if you're bringing two T-34s to every American Sherman...
No, I'm not talking about the Shermans. I'm talking about the German tanks, like the Panzer IV. The Panzerkampfwagen 4. No, I'm not talking about comparing the T-34.
Yeah, the Russians brought 4 T-34s to every Panzer IV.
But they needed 4 to actually outmaneuver that. Perspective.
They didn't, though. The T-34, like the T-34-85, which was the largest mass-produced version of the T-34, is actually very capable of taking both a Panther, a Tiger, and a Panzer IV head-on.
Yeah. But you're talking about production numbers. You're not talking about one-on-one and could some Joe Blow grab a T-34
very
A5?
easily. Like a Tiger, it was definitely better in almost every way than a T-34 was.
One-on-one.
Yeah, exactly. But in the end, if you put numbers into the thing, quantity has a quality all its own. And the Russians put the numbers out, and that's why they win.
So what I'm saying is, like, the kind of idea that I'm trying to, like, extract from this conversation, like the tanks, is so just because there were more made, does that actually make it a better system overall? Like, it can't be translated directly into like civilian use because tanks are tanks.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm talking about, like,
I agree with you because I don't think that there's no way a Mosin is better than any Mauser 98 action. No way.
Right.
But in the end, 2 rifles, all right, with 2 soldiers arming them are better than 1 soldier with 1 Mauser 98.
Well, also it's very subjective.
Yeah.
Like, how much training do they have, and
Well,
whatever.
the Russians during World War II had the potential to field 27 million people.
No, and I get that. And, like, but here's the thing is, what I was asking rather in the criteria is, like, nowadays, people that have these old war horses, okay?
Yeah.
The Mosin versus the fucking 98 action, which I'm going to lump into
Yeah. One-on-one, the Mosin loses every time.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean,
like, for user friendliness, all the criteria I listed.
For everything, for mostly accuracy, user friendliness, rate of fire, ease of use. I mean, cartridge reliability. Just because of the rim, it loses just about every time.
Right.
But what if you put 2 Mosins up against 1 Mauser?
What if you put 2 Mausers up against 1 Mosin?
But that's the thing. If you look at the context of, like, how many were made and how many were used, it would be about 2 Mosins for every Mauser. So if you have 2 guys shooting Mosins, they end up performing better.
Again, you're going down this rabbit hole. I was asking a simple question. 1v1.
The Mauser wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can go on the what if all day.
Yeah.
And also, I would say, against a Mauser, a fucking Enfield, a short magazine Enfield would win. Because it's got 5 more fucking rounds.
It does have 5 more rounds. That's true.
In the hands of nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So here's I'm trying to explain to people in a conversation
about
with
context?
you.
Yeah.
What context? Like, it's all about the exact situation. Who's using it? Where is it being used? How is it being used? Why is it being used? The ammunition, all that stuff. It's like, well, okay, then you could say a fucking shortly number 1 Mark III or a number 1 Mark IV would be better than a Mauser 98. Now, I don't agree with that.
It depends what you're doing.
Because I don't think the action's as strong. I don't think it's as safe. The ammo's about, actually, it's more of, well, no, it's the same availability as 8mm Mauser or 7mm.
But I guess the best way to address this is, do you think a Mosin Nagant, all right, is at least half as good as a Mauser 98?
Absolutely, half as good.
Yeah.
More. I'd say
that's what I'm saying. So, but because then they made 2 of them for every Mauser 98, does that mean they are better if they are able to be fielded in those numbers?
No. Because Germany and mainly Germany, but like all the countries that have made Mauser, Czechoslovakia, could have produced more.
That's true.
They could have.
Well, I'm going off of, like, even today's numbers. Total numbers produced by every country, it's still almost 2-1 Soviet bloc.
Well, that's, also a different mentality too.
Yeah. Because we can't know exactly how many were made down to the rifle per year.
Exactly. No, we can't.
So I just was like, we'll take however many were ever made,
Yeah.
And then bam. And I've been trying to to provide an argument to be like, well, if you could field one person for every rifle that was ever made, and let's just say it's an open warfare where anything goes, just bam, here's your area, go kill each other, last man standing wins.
Yeah.
Right? Does all the people having the Mosins beat all the Mauser people?
Well, here's the thing. So the Mosin number, most of them are made in Russia / the Soviet Union.
Oh yes, over half of all the Mosins ever made are made in
right.
Russia.
How many Mausers were made? From 1889 actually until like 1950, and they're on like small numbers. There were so fucking many.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: is if you're gonna compare Mosins to Mausers in general,
yeah,
and you're saying 2-to-1, that ratio.
I'm talking just the action.
You're talking just 98s made after what year?
Huh?
You're talking okay,
from like 1998 to basically when the K98 stopped production, because after that they all went commercial.
1940.
Basically, actually, 47, 48 is kind of the last year I got.
So from 1898, so you're talking 50 years.
Basically, yeah.
All right, and the Mosin the Gaunt had a little bit more than that, but they didn't really produce a lot of numbers.
Well, 1893 to 1959 is when the Mosin was produced, yeah.
1891.
Well, they didn't actually super really ramp up tooling to where, but technically, yes, 1891.
No, 1891, guaranteed. Yeah. I've seen pictures of guys that actually have an 1891 dated. Multiple people too. It's not just one. So yeah, they started. So Mauser started in 1898, I guess, with that specific action. But how many did they export? So if they would have kept all of the exports in their country, plural, would it have really been a 2-to-1 ratio? Would it more have been like a 1.6 or maybe 1.5 to 1?
Well, they only, rough estimate is like 20 million Mauser 98 actions ever made for standard issue rifles, and then it's like 39 million Mosin.
31.
Yeah. So
31.
Well, I thought it was 31 for just Russia, but it ended up being like 39 total between all the Soviet bloc countries. Because Hungary,
I don't know. Okay. You could be correct. I remember 31 million.
Because I basically got it was 20 million to 39 million.
Right, and it's like, if you want to compare it just for like Lord of War style, like there's enough weapons to arm, every 5 out of 6 people or whatever the fuck you said. How do you arm the other 1 or 2 or 3? Yeah, sure, the Mosin the Gaunt wins. But as far as being a better action, like going forward,
no, it's not.
And being able to arm, because here's the thing: is also for modern times, like we're talking about civilians using it, like you and I just nowadays just going out and fucking using it.
Yeah.
We also have to take into consideration we don't have all of the Mosin the Gaunts.
We don't.
We've got a lot of the Mausers from all these different countries.
Yeah, fair.
So we don't know the ratios. We don't know how many numbers are here.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, or whatever.
But I was just like, if you could just field an army on each side, every Mosin the Gaunt ever made, and it's all in perfect working condition, and every Mauser ever made, all in perfect working condition, and one person to hold each of them. I think knows what they're doing.
I think in the United States,
dumb
shit, just theoretical shit, I think it would be about equal in the U.S.
I feel like there's a good argument for either way. But I feel in the end, I mean, if you're subduing training, if you're just saying they're basically brand new conscripts where it's like, here you go.
Just dipshits or, bubble like, I got this moist nugget or I got this Mauser rifle.
I feel like that just because of numbers, though, the Mosin wins, unfortunately, even though it's a worse action.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just challenging.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying and stuff.
Because I don't ever like to make a.
Because there's so many people out there that tell me they're like, you're full of shit, because the Mosin and blah blah blah. But I'm like, no, think about it though. Like, when historically has 2-1 lost all that often? I mean, there's still chances, and things where it has happened.
Hungary versus Italy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, where it has happened, but like, as far as most of the conflicts throughout all of human history, 2-1 wins.
Most, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, but here's the thing also, another factor you have to consider is how many of the Mosins actually made it to the front? How many of them sat in a warehouse and never actually were used? Versus how many K98 or 98 actions actually saw use.
Exactly.
So it's like production is one thing.
Yeah.
And use is another. Obviously, the Russians way outnumbered the Germans.
Yeah.
And eventually... Well,
they can field an army of 27 million to 7 million.
And the Germans killed a fucking
just
shitload of them.
Masses of them, yeah. Just till the point where they ran out of ammo.
Yeah. The Russians they had famines going on. They couldn't eat. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, well, but it's like, Russians can always sacrifice people and land for time.
Well, and they don't value training. Or they didn't at that point. They didn't value training as much.
The Germans got out of ammo at some point.
Right. And also ran out of winter clothing and food and their bullshit supply line.
Yep.
But anyway, so as far as like what is the best bolt action rifle ever?
It's still up for debate. I agree.
It's always gonna be up for debate.
Yep.
Always. Because you could bring up all these fucking points like me and you were just doing.
Yep.
And it's like, see, I don't think any bolt action rifle I have, I don't think it's the best rifle. I'm better with some than I am with others.
I agree that it comes down to your situation. It's very situational.
Right.
If you had an unlimited use of like an unlimited stock of bolt action rifles, every kind ever made, it still comes down to situation.
And your proficiency, your familiarity, and the handling. And once you actually get familiar with many different styles of bolt guns, you realize, okay, there is a difference.
There is.
Here's the thing: is
huge difference.
I can fucking work a mean goddamn bolt on one of my Type 53 Mosin Nagants and my M39. I can work a mean and one of my 9130s actually.
Yeah. If you know what you're doing, you could really crank rounds out of a Nagant. Yeah.
There's also K98s or 98 actions rather, not K98s. Turkish, German, fucking Czech that they stick once in a while, just like a Mosin Nagant.
Yep. Well, I've had problems with ammo and stuff like that too, where something happens and that bolt is.
It's just, and it's nothing you could do really because like there's one, it's a VZ24 that I had to like take the firing pin out and I realized I looked at it visually and it was bent.
Oh, and yeah, so I remember that where you were asking me about that.
Yep,
and I the firing pin.
Yep, and you're like, I'm like, this is like bent to you, and you're like, oh yeah, even over the webcam, and I'm like, okay, it's fucking bent. So I went and I put it in no, that was a Turkish Mauser, and I went and I bent it a little bit back. I put it in the rifle, and everything fucking functions great now,
flawlessly.
I'm like, worst case, I buy another fucking firing pin for $15.
Yep.
And that's why, like, same thing with the Mosin. I would do the same thing with a fucking Mosin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so really, is a 98 better than a Mosin? No. Is a Mosin better than a 98? No.
Depends what you're doing.
Right. Depends what you're doing. Depends what works best for you.
Exactly. In the end, I agree.
And it's like, if you can work a fucking Enfield action, any model, if you can work that bitch super fast and efficiently and hit what you're aiming at,
and
you like it, cool. Doesn't mean it's the best bolt action rifle in the fucking world. And you should also like
Enfield people are also some of the most annoying people though.
Oh, they're like they're pre fucking AR AK fanboys. Like, oh god, it's like I love Enfields. I fucking love them. They're amazing. I
hate people that love them though.
Well, it's just anything. It's like, okay, so what other rifles have you shot? well, I'm in the UK, so I can't do it. I'm like, oh, that's why you're a fucking fanboy. Most of the time,
or I'm Australian, or I'm
Commonwealth, where you can't have guns.
Yep.
It's like, dude, I get why you want to say that, but like,
there's definitely better stuff out there than the Enfield.
Well, it's not necessarily better. It's just try difference. It's like fucking anything. Like
well,
food.
like my biggest argument against the Enfield is 1913. The British were like, this Enfield action sucks.
Well,
literally, the British government was like, it's terrible.
It's weak. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then they stuck with it for another 30 years.
The way I view guns is also the way like I view food. And of course, yeah, I'm fat. I get that. I like food. But I go, okay, so what's your favorite food? Oh, cheeseburgers and fries. And what's your second favorite food? Well, have you had any more food than that? Well, not really. I just most of them burgers and fries.
Burgers and fries, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, so out of all the food you've had in your life, which obviously isn't much, you say burgers and fries. So, and then you ask somebody who's had an experience, like tried different stuff, different places served by different people from different cultures, everything, and they go, I think a burger and fries is my fucking favorite.
Yeah. Well, it's like with me. I'm so open to new ideas and stuff. Like I hate wine. I'm not a big wine drinker, basically. And then I discovered that I really like port wine, just because I was trying it, and I'm like, well, there we go. And now,
there's something out there for everybody, and that's the thing is like, and again, brand loyalty. I think I might make an actual video about this. I just don't know how to do the format. Is like brand loyalty, like, and just kind of this. People don't even realize they're doing it because, like, the whole Ford versus Chevy versus fucking this versus that. It's like with guns, people just tend to do the same thing. Like, oh, I'm loyal to the AK platform, or I'm loyal to the AR, or I'm loyal to the FAL, and fuck everything else. It's like, well, you understand that was designed by companies so they could make more money off of you, right?
Exactly.
That it restricted your choice subliminally because you were distracted by going your 9-to-5 fucking factory job, and then what you had worked, and that you didn't want to go out and branch out and experience anything else.
The stuff I'm really into. I really like straight pulls, and then Mannlicher. What is it now? It's called the Mannlicher action, but it's actually the Schlegelmilch action. It's like the Gewehr 98, the Romanian M93, the Greek 1903, the G9, the M35, the G9840, that Turnbolt, Mannlicher action, because they won whatever the reason was. They won the ability to produce all the export versions of it from Germany.
Yeah,
I love that action.
Yeah, and I don't have much experience.
But
I don't have much experience with it. I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm just gonna be like, cool beans, and then I'll try it out and be like, either I like it or I don't. And that's the other thing too, is like, so when I say like you should like everything, I don't mean that.
No, you should be open-minded about everything. You don't need to like everything, but you should be open-minded to everything.
Right, because there's some firearms that I own where the actions and the way they work, I actually don't really care for it.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I become proficient because I want to be like, I want to overcome this thing that I don't like.
Well, but it's like stuff like that too, like where I really like the Gewehr 88 action, but the Gewehr 98 action, it's almost like too good to where it's no fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I enjoy shooting and stuff like that, but like they all perform the same. And they
that's another thing. Yeah. But like mastering, like, so honestly, I don't like straight pulls that much. I don't like
straight pulls.
That's fine because I understand why, but like, so I've got that G11 and that Schmidt-Rubin action versus the K31 action.
Yeah.
Very different. I don't mind the K31 as much. I don't really care for the M95, the G or 96 Schmidt-Rubin model. I don't really care for that because it's like, it's like heavy, and it's like, well, if I'm putting this much effort into throwing the bolt back and forward, I might as well just fucking be.
You might as well just be turning the bolt, yeah.
Right, throwing a fucking M96 or an M95 action.
Well, I can't wait till you actually try my M95 with the matching bolt, because that thing is like glass.
Well, yeah, and again, like it's also very subjective. Like the rifle when it was
There's
made.
a lot of them that are very horseshit, and there's a lot of problems with straight pulls.
And that's the same thing with the 98 action.
Yeah, that's
There's a
why
lot of shitty 98s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, and that's why I hate. Like I made a video on this recently. It's like I don't like the fanboydom, because when you're loyal to one brand because I think it's gonna make me look cool, or
yeah, we both had comments from those people that like one specific kind of rifle over everything else,
or like like new shit like Glock.
Yeah,
like, I own Glocks. I fucking not gonna show that. Nope.
Yep.
Yep. I love Glocks. Okay, I don't love them enough to like think that they're the best handgun.
They're the only handgun you ever need to buy.
No.
Yeah.
They work for me. I can handle them. I'm better with other models.
Yep.
Okay. Like I personally perform better, but I don't see a problem with these. And I also don't think they're the fucking best. I also don't think Sig Sauer is the best.
No.
Or the worst.
No.
And it's like I have my personal preference, and yeah, it's just insane. Like and I'm sure like a lot of the guys like Brandon Herrera, like I don't know if you know who he is.
Yep.
He's an AK guy. He builds AKs.
Yeah, he makes that. He made the 50 cal AK.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Yep.
And but here's the thing: he jokes about hitting ARs, but he's proficient as shit with them.
No, he likes ARs, but he likes AKs better deep down.
Right, and that's fine. Like he makes a big joke out of it. I just see a problem with like even doing that, because so many people that are inexperienced get into it and they'll watch his shit and be like, oh, this guy's entertaining, and his hair is full of fucking pubic grease and fucking flowing like Fabio wannabe. And Brandon, I hope you're watching this, or I hope somebody fucking makes you watch this. but they'll be like, and they'll take him seriously, like somebody that's not into it. I go, okay, this guy's fucking joking, like, about his
definitely
preference.
puts on a lot of comedic effect,
right, and like, and I don't have a problem with him, but like, there's other people that are like literally people take him seriously.
Like, this is the only rifle I own, and it's the best thing ever because it's the only one I own.
The fucking 1911. Oh God, I'm gonna get banned for this. It's my fucking hand. It's my fucking hand.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are 1911 fanboys. There's
also more. It's always like fanboys too.
It's always a handful of guns that they have people that have such a cult following, but like in the end, there's actions and stuff like that in different kinds of guns and manufacturers where I don't like as much, but I like certain features of them. I could always find something.
Absolutely.
And it's like something,
Guns are fucking cool.
They are, exactly. That's what it comes down to. Yeah.
Try them all.
I mean, if I didn't like guns, I wouldn't have put in my FFL. So
right, and so it's like, I just wish someday the gun community would become a little bit more sane.
Yeah.
And get to the mentality of like, because like when I
first started all firearms.
Right, when I first started shooting, and even today, I'm like, I just want to shoot everything. Like every time I was out at the range, every time, and somebody'd be like, "You want to shoot this?" I'm like, "Yes." What is it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What is it? And then, well, I don't know. It's just this. I'm like, all right, cool. Do the thing. I'm like, I like that. Look at the markings. Remember it. Go research it. I'm like, fucking hey, that was cool. That was cool. And this brand loyalty shit started in like the fucking. Well, it started a long time ago, but it's like, no, it's whatever works for you, whatever you have fun with, whatever you like. Who gives a fuck?
Nothing's better than anything else.
It's just different.
Yep.
But that's how people are. Nobody's better than anybody else. They're just different. So, it's the same thing with the tools we use.
That's right.
Like, we want to go out and kill paper? Oh, really? So I'm going to take this tool that you don't like, that you think is shit, and you're going to take this tool that I think you paid way too much for, and I think is shit, and we're both going to hit paper, and we're going to do a really good job.
Yep.
Woo! Weird.
Yep.
That's
how it
fucking insane.
World keeps turning.
The world keeps turning, yeah. I really fucking wish we could show guns, because...
I know, right? I know, right?
This is just a golf club, by the way, YouTube. This is just a golf club.
I can show this thing that I got.
Shit. That's a knife. You use that for
a knife. Knives are allowed.
Yeah, you cut up flank steak for fucking stir fry, right?
Yeah, except I have to use the top end of the knife, not
right,
the bottom.
Right.
So. But I was really happy to find that, so got a good deal on it.
Yeah, and I'm holding this fucker. It's so cool. It's so small. That's what she said. Oh Christ! Oh my God! All right. So guys, we're not really reading comments that much, but like, what's your favorite gun?
The one that shoots and doesn't kill me.
Consult the last, I guess.
The last literally 55 minutes and 40 seconds of the video.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch it over again there, Giant Grant. Sorry, but not gonna repeat that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We're gonna have another guest on apparently in a bit. So
is Vigar up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said about an hour or half hour.
Good. I'm all for it. I got plenty of wine left.
Show me if you're fine.
I like port wine.
This is good.
Port wine is kind of my
weird.
Thing. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, I had to like the wine that is 20% alcohol.
Weird.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good talk. I think we needed to have that talk, and
we did. Yeah, but I feel like me and you also have a lot of the same opinions on firearms. It comes down to whatever you think is best.
Right. It's like you just want to try everything.
Exactly. I'm a connoisseur. I want to try all of it.
Right. That's the thing is, like, there's been a lot of people too that have been like, I've let them shoot some of my surplus guns, and they were like, well, and they ended up like they're going, wow, this SKS is actually pretty fucking cool. I'm hitting every target that I'm aiming at, and it's like easy to use, and like, wow.
Well, that's what it was designed to do.
Right, and just shit like that, and yeah, I find that people that it's just ignorance. Ignorance means it doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means that you're ignorant of information.
Yes.
And if you refuse to learn,
your mind can be expanded.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, without drugs. Well, guns are drugs, so.
Oh man. So what have you been up to lately? Any new stuff coming into the store?
Yep. I'm gonna make it a surprise, though.
A surprise?
How about this? Oddly off topic, I discovered that up until this point, I didn't know what the Yugoslavian and Serbian decals meant on the helmets. They're actually different, like the Eagle ones.
They are indeed definitely different.
Right, and I just recently discovered what they were. So
I'm excited about this now.
Definitely be making a video on it because I found a really good source. Like that's, I believe.
Well, I should say I'm either very excited or not as excited about it, depending on what it is.
No, you should be because I know you've got some M85 or M15.
I love Yugo stuff.
Yep, and to me, I just looked because obviously I'm sorting inventory fast, but I'm trying to do it like grading it like, okay, this is grade 2 because it's not complete and it's fucked up, or like making sure it's all right and okay, and this is a Serbian Eagles helmet, and I didn't realize there was like 3 variations of the Eagle decal. No, 4 actually.
Yep, there's a ton of them. Yeah,
they're all different branches.
Yeah,
and so
they're all holding different stuff depending on what.
And I didn't know that.
Branch of the military.
And I'm gonna blame you. You fucking failed to tell me all this shit.
I thought you knew.
No, I told you I don't know everything.
I've got a Serbian and like Yugo Navy one, and I've got an Army one and an Air Force one.
And the one that I have on my store right now for the Serbian double Eagles decal is actually a Navy decal. So like, I'm gonna do a video. Like, it's not that they're worth anything more or less. It's just I want people to understand exactly what they're getting.
What they're getting, yeah.
Right, and it's like, yeah. So I have to do a video on that for sure. But I ordered quite a few of them, and I may have some Swiss stuff. Taz 83 coming in.
I like Swiss stuff.
More of the shirts. Alpenflage.
I like Swiss stuff.
Good stuff.
Swiss stuff is great. It's some of my favorite.
Yeah. They make really shitty stuff for the military. You know that, right?
They do, yeah.
But it's like good for like civilian standards. But like if you're gonna use it as like military shit, it's like
no. There's definitely better crap out there. There's a lot better uniforms and stuff out there.
Right. It's just.
Did you ever get a hold of those like World War II guys so I could get my hands on some insignia and stuff?
Shit, I was gonna send you the link. I'll do that right now.
Because I gotta talk to those guys about finding some stuff. Because basically all I need is like the insignia. I have pretty much everything else.
I totally forgot about that. So, a little Rage Against the Machine, always good. Yeah, that's the page. These guys are awesome.
I hope so, because I've spent so many years trying to put this whole thing together and make it work and all that jazz.
Yeah, I know they'll hook you up and they'll work with you. So
good, because some of that stuff, even going back, was like my grandfather's shit I found in his attic after he died.
Yeah,
type of stuff. So
yeah,
it's gotta. I also at some point have to go get my K31, and I also should probably get a second K31 that isn't super nice so I could shoot it.
That's the problem with mine. Is like you've seen mine. It's like
yours is like same as mine. It's just mint. It's like it's never been shot before. Yeah.
That's the thing, is like I want to get one with a beat up stock because like it's gonna shoot the same, but like I won't care if I put.
I won't feel bad if I use it. Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
That's how I felt about because I bought that second M95 because my first M95, which has like the matching bolt, and like I posted it on your Discord.
Yeah.
It has the blonde stock, the Bulgarian refurb stock, but it got a new barrel in 1939. It's a matching bolt. It's like glass. The whole thing is like immaculate, and I feel so bad shooting it because it's.
Let's say with the K31 is like I've moved it from several places. And it a new fucking scratch in the stock every time, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. You notice something different on the finish,
and I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah.
It was like I'd love to shoot that bitch more because I have ammo for it, but it's like it's so nice, and it's just.
I know, whatever. Right? Like I just want to leave it the way it is. But
I just want to get one that's more beat up, more fucking used.
I'll definitely sometime this spring or summer have to bring out my M95 so you could try it out, because that thing is.
Try it out, man. Try it out. It's fucking beat me. Piss on me. Try it out.
As far as like Swiss quality goes.
Yeah, well, duh.
Because I mean, once you get past that obviously fighting the spring pressure camming action that all straight pulls have, the thing is like operatable with one finger.
Have you ever shot a actual Schmidt Rubin?
Yeah. The
G11, I hate to say this, but I like it better than the K31.
I like the G11 better than the K31 too.
Yeah.
So
it's
because the K31 is ultimately just a compaction and simplification.
Right.
It doesn't.
And I know I said earlier like I didn't like the G11 because you had to throw it back farther, but like the K31 is still a tight fucking action.
Yeah.
Because the one I have is new.
Yeah.
I've worked some like one of my old friends. He bought a K31 because I forced him to, and he was glad that I did. That was more beat up, and I want to buy it from him, but. And his was more used, so it was a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Now, the G11 I have, it's...
Yours is an actual G11, right? Not a 9611?
Nope, it's a G11. Yep.
Yeah, yours is the actual G11, I thought so. Yeah.
It was a G11 that... No, that's where you're confused. It has a 9611 serial number, but it's a G11.
Well, the only difference is the stock anyways.
I know, but like... So it was put in a new stock, so it must have been beat up because things used.
Yeah.
But it's not like fucked. Do you have to go piss? Do you have to go shit? The dog is like has a little muzzle on my lap.
Oh well.
Zero didn't reply yet. He said about a half hour. So yeah, any
Come
minute
on
now.
now.
Do you want to hold the live stream down while I take this fucking thing out to
Yes, I could do that.
not shit or piss in the house?
I could do that.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
All right. This is the part of the stream where I don't currently have it, but I will answer all of your mustache and mustache related questions, as is tradition when Mike goes to do anything. So any questions you have in the chat, I will answer until Mike returns. Swiss guns are just the best, though. Ultimately, when it comes down to it, it's pretty hard to beat Swiss quality, unless you're Finnish, because if you don't know this, the Finns made the Suomi submachine gun, and it was so good the Swiss actually bought the rights to produce it from them. Henry rifle or Spencel Civil War? All I gotta say is 1858 Enfield. That is my choice. Capital of Scotland. I don't think I know what the capital of Scotland is. King Tiger is better than Tiger King. Best pre-1886 gun on the market. Oh, well, if we're getting rid of all of that, it's probably like the 7184 Mauser for best pre-1886 gun. Yeah, probably 7184 Mauser. I definitely had some depression after getting rid of my stash, because that thing was borderline epic, and I got rid of it basically because of the whole like health concern that's going on in the world, because I work retail and I'm around a ton of people, and that just holds a bunch of germs, and I was at the point where I was like crawling around all day in stores and like high traffic areas and stuff like that, and then I was touching my face to like adjust it, so I was like, it's best to let it go. And when it's all done, I'll grow it back out. I'll bring my mustache back. Sure.
Ach du Scheiße, was machst du?
Welcome back. I was answering all of the chat's mustache and mustache related questions.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's tradition. When you go away, that's what I do. I answer all the mustache related questions.
God. Fucking nasty caterpillar fucking cock tickler.
I had like the full on Kaiser Wilhelm by the end.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, no, it was cool.
It was epic. It was definitely epic. There's people out there now, like at the liquor store where I go all the time, who don't know who I am because I've had that mustache for so long.
Excellent. It was terrible, and I told you this in person.
Oh man, that thing was epic. People loved it. More people loved it than people that hated it, because I would have got rid of it if people hated it. But
do you know the amount of restraint that it took to not, like, while you were sleeping, like, just go out with my razor and fucking shave that cocksucker off of your fucking face?
It doesn't surprise me. There's actually a lot of people who would be like, if I knew your address, I would come and shave your mustache.
Oh yeah, yep. And it was a lot of restraint.
But for every one of those people, there was 5 people who loved that thing.
No, I think your stats and your numbers are a little bit off.
There's people like currently who are like, I don't like you anymore that your mustache is gone.
Well, fuck them. They're insecure. They're gay. Like,
I mean, a lot of them are chicks, and yes, they might be gay. I don't know.
Oh, they're chick. Oh, you know why they didn't like your mustache getting taken off? Because they're like, that would tickle so hard. Oh my god.
Probably. Gosh, some people.
Yeah, right.
God, some people's children.
Yeah, I hear you. Nice plumbus. Thank you. Or shit, mirrored.
Yeah, your plumbus. I like that thing a lot. That's
The thing is, like, I get that comment a lot in videos. Like, what is that pink thing you have behind you? I'm like, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
You can't afford it, yeah.
Like, everyone's got one.
Yeah, I agree with Donnie Smith. My free mustache rides. I have a shirt that says that even.
So why did you charge me then?
I don't know.
So, like, no, let's get to the bottom of this. Like, you say free to everyone that you have never fucking met.
It's only for people I like.
Okay. He's looking like an Alabama chick.
This is more of a business relationship partnership type of
thing. No. I get it. It's whatever. It's so I get charged, and whoever you like.
Well, you're making all those big YouTube dollars. I mean, I thought you could afford
it. yeah, the big YouTube dollar. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm gonna reach payout again for the second time in my entire YouTube channel's existence.
Congrats.
Next month,
it'll just keep going up because I keep mentioning you and like.
Well, mine keeps going down. It went from like $18 a month to like $13 a month here.
Right. I mean,
it'll come back up though. I know it's like a valley and.
It's called a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like we say in the United States, yeah, it's like a roller coaster. I know you don't have those up in Canada. Like roller coasters, they go up, right, for a while.
They just put you on a moose and you just slap it and they ride you off into the.
Yeah, so it's a straight fucking line downward.
I mean, there's mountains in Canada. We have the taller part of the Rocky Mountains, actually.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Jesus. I'm trying to get Zigar on here.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, the Queen is going to be 94 on Tuesday, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to make a cake and everything tomorrow.
I'm going to probably burn a fucking cross.
I have Queen Victoria's cake recipe.
I should have said that. This sounds like a KKK. Like,
yeah.
Jesus, like.
Well, fuck. I mean, you are American, Mike. You are American.
Oh!
So, put your sheets on and get out there. I mean,
they don't make fucking sheets big enough for me. That's the problem. Like, they don't make robes and fucking they don't make that big enough for me.
Oh man,
all these guys are fucking. They're fat shamers. Yeah, for sure.
But like, you know, I got nothing against it. You want to burn a cross? Go for it. Go for it. Well, I am a supporter of the Queen, though. I love her to death. She's great. I'm gonna be so upset when she dies, but not because she's dead, but because her son's gonna take over, and I hate Prince Charles so much.
God of the Moncacargy.
So I'm a staunch royalist.
We wouldn't have gotten along in the Revolution.
No, we wouldn't have probably. But I was also Canadian, and they got along okay.
Well, I would have probably been in the 7 Years' War, and we would have fought against each other, and then, or the French and Indian War. Sorry for those of you who don't know what that is. And then you would have probably come in and like supported the Brits, and I would have been one of those fucking guys that was like, I don't want war, dude. And then all of a sudden,
well, I'm not French, so like I would happily fight against the French in the French and Indian War.
Yeah, but there were Brits that fought.
There was Canadians that fought that were more, but like I'm more British than I am French, so I probably would have sat that one out.
You had a choice?
Yeah, if I had a choice, I probably would have sat the 7 Year War out.
Nice.
So. But like, and then during the Revolution, being Canadian, the Canadians were kind of like, "Yep, okay," and then it just kind of happened. So I don't think I would have participated but if I was an American during the American Revolution, I had the views I had now, I probably would have been a redcoat. So
Well, you are a red coat, like to this
Well,
day.
I mean, I do have a red coat and a scarlet tunic and all that other good stuff, but like.
By the way, nobody really asked, but you like your shirt, Devin? My shirt's better.
Oh, I have the CN Arsenal Gott Matones shirt.
Gott mit uns.
Yep.
You can't even pronounce it, but you got it.
Yep.
My
Gott
shirt's
Matones.
better though.
It
Do
is
you know
better.
why it's
Your
better?
shirt is definitely better.
Because I was actually tipped off to this shirt in size extra fat. It's an original fucking 1969 dated
By who?
US.
By who?
I will get there. It's
right.
a 1969 dated US ERDL green dominant jungle fatigue shirt in size extra large regular. And my Patreon supporter /
best friend,
I guess Padawan, we'll call him. Harriers pointed this out, sent it to me, and he's like, "Hey, check this out." And I'm like, "Good price, thank you. I've been looking for one of these for a while." So,
yeah, that's pretty good.
Harriers. All right, I know you're watching. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I'll be making some videos on this eventually. And how about this? You found me the fucking shirt. Find me the pants in extra large regular.
Find the pants now.
Size extra large fat, like, it's. No, I'll do a camouflage chest video. I'll use the brown dominant boonie like I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
Because
green dominant is better in my opinion.
It is definitely for every environment. I think they were testing which was more universal at that point.
Yeah, fair.
And
well, if it was so
for
good,
Europe, the brown dominant
isn't M81 based off brown dominant though?
I'm sorry.
Isn't M81 based off brown dominant though? If green dominant,
yeah, the colors themselves, yeah, because there's less green, and like this is supposed to be like a jungle pattern.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely better,
more lush, and whatever. And then when the Cold War broke out, it's like, well, the battle's gonna be fought in Europe, and it's more brown there than it is jungle, so that's why M81. Like, long story short, that's why
basically, yeah.
But fair. Both patterns, but I like the ERDL because it's smaller. Like the clusters of colors are smaller. M81, I think the clusters are too big.
Well, yeah, it's just a blown up version of the brown dominant, isn't it? Well, I mean, there's obviously some changes in the pattern, but for the most part, it's just a blown up version.
We'll just say it was influenced by the brown dominant. Yeah. Because it's different for sure. But
I really like M81.
And also the reason I like ERDL is because they fade the fucking edges.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah,
and it's like Woodland M81. It's solid edges, and when you look out into nature in any fucking environment,
you don't see any hard lines.
No, it blends in with each other, and that's the way the human eye works. And that's why I like ERDL green dominant. I think is in this cut too, this jungle fatigue cut with 100% cotton.
The best was the U.S. military ever.
Yep, I think that was the pinnacle of fucking U.S. uniforms.
I think
Scorpion's not bad, but I don't think it's as good.
I would have to agree.
Yep. Dude, what the fuck are you? I guess he wants to be up here.
Yeah, Cody.
This piece of shit.
Well, he is a lab dog after all. I mean,
it irritates me because he's like, oh, I'm feeling needy right now. I need to jump up on your fucking lab. I don't care what you're doing. If you're working or if you're, doing a live stream, I don't give a shit.
Oh, don't bring up uniform history on Mike's channel.
Well, I don't have a problem with him. Like, it is what it is. Like, he's doing his thing. He's going to improve like I've tried to improve.
Yeah.
Over the years. Like, he doesn't know everything. And I just wish that he would correct himself when...
He's really good at reading Wikipedia.
Truth.
So,
But then again, I get a lot of my shit from like sources that are similar.
yeah, fair.
And but I try to do like I try to get a lot of like empirical shit.
You're like me though too. You try to give like a grain of salt. You'd be like, I'm not 100% certain.
Well, yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
thing is like I'm not an expert. Like I do as much research as I possibly can,
Yeah.
but and
There's
I love all this
limited
stuff.
information out there
But
on a
yeah,
lot of stuff. Yeah. Definitely fair.
fucking
Good
dog.
old,
He's just
good old Cody Codes.
Yep, he's just sitting here.
Where's Remington, that fat tub of shit?
Not around here. He fucking hates me
Why?
because I fuck with him.
I love Remington. He's so great.
Yeah, he's like the least cat out of the three.
Yeah, definitely. Oh god. He's the one that comes and sleeps with me all night though when I'm there.
Well, yeah, he loves cuddling with people
Yeah.
that he likes. He fucking hates me.
Fucking Remington. He comes up and hangs out with me all night. After he meows like 40 times, it's like, you fat piece of shit, get over here. Shut up. If you're gonna come hang out, shut up.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, he meows. Like he is one of the loudest cats. Like if he was in the wild, he'd be dead immediately.
Immediately.
He's like just right there.
Oh,
He does
God.
the roll too. He must be French.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, he does the roll. He's like,
right. He's better than all the other cats.
right.
Yeah.
But he's really worse when you look at it.
Yeah, pretty
You know?
much. Oh god, that's like the perfect description of him. Oh god.
Right. He thinks he's better, but he's actually fucking worse.
Actually worse than every other cat. Oh god.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This fucking dog, like, so you're just gonna. Yeah, he's like laying across my lap. He's just so fucking small.
Well, hey, at least he's not shitting inside anymore.
No, it's because it's warm out and like he's got
right.
the routine down.
You got to get him one of those like sweaters that white ladies put their dogs in.
We did, and he fucking it didn't make a difference because here's the thing: is his feet get cold.
Oh, well, get him some of them shoes.
We did.
Really?
Yeah, we tried to put it on him, and he fucking bit the shit out of us. He did. He does not like his feet being fucked with at all. Weird. And so because we have a whole fucking set, we spent money on. It's like he just will not fucking let us put them. And then he got so pissed and he like started biting.
Sounds like you just gotta beat him more until he doesn't go to the bathroom.
Knock him unconscious, put the fucking shoes on, and all right, we're gonna go shit. Get the fuck up from your unconscious state. Let's do this.
Yep, pretty much.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh god.
But no, for those of you that don't know, I'm gonna pick him up. This is all he is. Just a little turd. Look at this fucking thing.
Good old Cody Codes.
He's like, I see Devin, I know him.
Yeah. Right, I've been there.
I'm stunned. You just woke me up from my deep slumber. What a piece of shit. Oh, now he's readjusting because like I disturbed him.
Yep, you disturbed his slumber.
Oh no, now it's my fault.
Yep.
Oh, he's clawing my fucking arm. Like
whatever happens is your fault now, Mike.
Jesus.
All right, Mike. After I get my CNR, what's the first thing you recommend I get? Right now.
Well, how much money do you want to spend? What's your budget?
$800 a month.
No, what's your budget for like your first purchase?
Well, in a month I'll have $800.
Okay, but I guess I got to break it down for you because you're a noob. So your first purchase, when it gets sent to your doorstep, you're gonna want to purchase about 3 or 4 or 5 more guns that you can't afford. So what I'm saying is like, do you want to do an expensive purchase first and then be totally broke and go more broke, or do you want to get something that's like relatively affordable and then if you spend the extra $800, you're like, well, fucking ramen it is for the next 6 weeks.
Well, I was thinking like If $800 is my budget, I was thinking I want to either get one really nice thing or two kind of nice things.
I'll tell you this. In Minnesota, it's hard to get handguns. Okay.
Yeah.
I would recommend
getting get some handguns.
I think you should get a Romanian TTC.
Fair.
I think that should be your first. My first actual purchase when I got my CNR like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Was a CZ82. That was my first CNR purchase.
Fair.
Also a fucking amazing gun. Like you shot it, and
I do like 7.62 Tokarev though.
Yeah, I know, but like 9x18 is also cool. Like
9x18 is a very good caliber as well.
You shot the CZ82 with Vodslav.
The CZ82, and that's like for my tiny hands. That's a very good gun.
Sure, that's a great concealed carry gun too.
Exactly.
But I think you should get a TTC.
Okay, perfect. So I have $500 left over. Which else should I get?
More than that, but and then a CZ82.
Oh, fair. I think I could do that.
Well, then we'll start talking more, and I think you need to get a Turkish fucking M38.
That's what I was thinking too. I actually really like to. I've actually been looking into buying one of the Turkish 1888s because I like the 1888.
Well, yeah, but what I think you should get is
one of the Turkish 1888s updated to 1938.
Yep, the 1888, 35, 38,
yeah,
or whatever the fuck, 34, 38.
Yes, yeah. Because I like the Schlegel milk action, and that's like that action in a Mauser 98.
Yeah,
everything else, so
I actually want one of those too, like, because I used to have an 1893 that was updated, and I fucking had to sell that back in the day. But actually, no, honestly, realistically, I think you should get an M38 first, just a straight up
Mauser 98, basically.
Yep, the M38s are.
Or should I get the 98 22s that were sold to?
Not even sold to. Okay, yeah. Once you get your CNR, we're going to be talking a lot more about secret places
super long guns. I like a 30-inch barrel.
Yeah, and I would advise, the we'll talk again like about the secret places that I get mine from. A 9822 I think would be a great fucking,
because I've been looking at those as well. A 9822. It's the same. It's the World War I with a tangent sight.
It's a G98M, but made in Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
So it's like, because they as quote unquote reparations for the First World War got a lot of German like Mauser machinery.
Yep.
And they produced them, and they were producing them slower, so that's a little bit better quality. And they are. I've had a couple, ones that were sent to Turkey here.
Yeah.
And they are fucking beautiful rifles. So yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll start you off slow.
Fair, but
we'll start you off right.
On my all three of those have been on my list. An actual like 1888, because I like the Schlegel milks, the 1888 35 Turkish, and the 98 22s. Those have been three rifles on my to get list.
Yeah, we could do that, but I think you should get some pistols first.
Definitely.
So, yeah, but we'll do that, and like, it's just fucking dog, just like, really? He's like out.
Really? Like already? Just
he's out. Like fucking, he's snoring on my hand.
Jeez.
It's fucking.
Come on, Cody. It's only like 8 o'clock. Shit, it's already 8 o'clock.
Oh my god. Yeah, Zero hasn't got back to me. I don't know what the hell's going on.
He's been asleep. What do you expect, though?
No, he was up though. He just messaged me. He's like,
really? Well, what the hell, Cigar? Come on now.
I don't know.
He probably didn't get his webcam yet, and he doesn't want to be on because he don't.
Oh no, we tested earlier. He's got his webcam.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what the hell?
He's not even watching this, so like, you're freaking out. You're freaking out, bud. Pull it together, bud. You're starting to lose it. Randy, my son is missing. All you can think about is drugs and fucking cheeseburgers.
God.
Let's get these posters up and out.
What you looking in my gut for?
Randy, let's get these posters out if you're not too fucking high. God. Philadelphia Collins.
Phil Collins. Oh, God.
Oh, God. He's like one of the best fucking, like, non-main characters, like the supporting characters.
Oh, my
Just
God.
amazing.
It's so bad he died in 2013, but...
Yeah, I know. It's like...
heart disease.
It was funny because, like, his relationship with, like, everybody is just kind of, they're like, yeah, whatever, fuck off, Phil. And then Sam Laska comes up. You know, you better give me my rent by tomorrow or it's plan B for you. The whole plan B for you means bust your cave teeth in the log. Cave teeth? It's fucking on, Phil! And he just keeps going.
Yeah.
And Sam goes in with the train.
He is a caveman.
Oh, yeah. And Sam goes in with a fucking gun, like, out of nowhere. Why do you have to go and make this fucking ugly, Phil?
Well, isn't it later where he's literally living in a cave?
Well, yeah, that's the later scene.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Get the fucking... We're going to a fucking, you know... Why do you have to make this get ugly, Phil? Shouldn't you be at a Waterbuffalo Mountain Lodge meeting or something? You think I'm joking around, Cecilio? Boom, boom, boom. And he shoots Ricky. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's such a great show. Phil Collins was definitely one of the best characters, though.
Yeah, the beginning, he's like, what are you looking at my gut for?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Don't mention his gut. Yeah. What are you looking at my gut for?
And then Bubbles is like straight on, just...
Yeah, staring at
you looking at my gut? No, I just... Stop looking at it!
Well, I'm just kidding. What can I do for you?
We're all looking at it. It's fucking huge. Let's just get this over with. Like, it's just fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mustard tiger. He's like losing his shit. And Bubble.
Dirty burger.
He's like throwing ladders at... Well, his sons are missing.
Yeah.
Or his son's missing. And he's like throwing ladders on cars.
Yep.
Like, what are you going to do about him? You big mustard tiger? What the fuck did you say to me? 4 eyes? Oh, did you just fucking call me 4 eyes? And then it's like all hell breaks loose.
Oh, God. Phil Collins, though, definitely.
Yeah, no, he's one of the best fucking characters of the whole show.
One hell of a mustache on that man.
And a gut.
Oh, my, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Like art. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like when he gets, like, the first time that he's outside with Leahy and Randy and the fucking, like, bottle of kids, and then he gets hit in the stomach and just... It was so fucking beautiful. It's like, oh, exactly what I'd expect.
Yeah, I also like how he has that t-shirt on, but there's, like, just enough, like, gut hanging out to be, like...
Oh, yeah, it's like the little bit of skin underneath.
Yeah, not revealing, but there's just, like, an inch of it hanging out.
You're like, okay, like, hold on, he's uncomfortable, he's not on me. Jesus Christ, Cody.
Oh, gosh, Cody.
There, now his leg is up on me. Like, his leg slipped off of my... Good God.
All right.
Well, here's the thing, Cody, you have to get down.
All right, well, do you want to answer comments for a question while I use the bathroom?
Oofta.
All right.
All right, yeah, I can do that. All right, Cody Puppy, you gotta get down. Gotta get down. Yep. Come on. All right, there you go. James versus the Julian. Enough of the Julian stuff. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Come on, son. Just have a cheeseburger. Bam! Bam! Come on. Come on, Thomas. Not doing it, Dad. Come on, Thomas. It's all I got. Not doing it. No, I'm just not doing it. Come on, that's all I've got. Is if I got... Dad, you are fucked. Yeah. Trailer Park Boys. Oh, my God. Ugh. One of my favorites. For sure. Bam! Peanut butter and jam! Phil, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, yeah. 50. I don't know what kind of 55 flak jacket I want. I don't like flak jackets. They're heavy. They're hot. In your state, you live in Nova Scotia, Benjamin Robbins.
Nobody from Nova Scotia is any good, anyways.
It was the Arkansas of Canada, basically.
Yeah, it is pretty much. Just like Manitoba is the Alabama of Canada.
Mm. No, my hat's not from '69. It's the same style, but like, no, I think it was made a few years ago. We talked about this earlier. Oh, Benjamin says Maine. Yeah. Hot hamburger sandwiches means hot pull the fuck over, I'm starving.
Oh, God.
Fucking Ray. He's got all the piss jugs that they're putting on the squad car.
Yeah, like, and he's got him on like a hockey stick, a whole hockey stick's like the fucking.
Yep. And then Bangor, Maine. Swayze.
The Swayze Express.
Well, Patrick Swayze's got a rivalry that's going back with Sebastian Bach for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, he used illegal parts in his train, don't you know?
Yeah. You smuggle fucking weed through model trains.
Yeah, across the border.
Oh, it's just terrible, but it's pretty fucking
It's such
Canadian.
a great show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
It's the fucking way she goes, man. Fucking way she goes.
Yep, enjoy the rest of your quarantine watching Trailer Park Boys.
It's Darren, I know how to date contract numbers. I sell this stuff. I've been collecting this stuff for about 20 years. It's not a real contract number. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it's made by somebody recently out of original material, which I believe, to look like the original ones. It's 71 contract date, but it's a 71Q, which did not exist. So,
oh my!
I appreciate you trying, but like I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Like when it comes to that, like I would have said, no, it's not 69. It's a 71 dated hat. Like that's why I said so.
Well, here's a good question for you. What is better, in your opinion, than an M1 Garand or SVT-40? Anything that was made after those?
Yeah. Anything that was made after those?
Well, I don't know. The M14 and...
Well, M14 was an M1.
AK-47.
AK-47 was decent, yeah.
I'm just saying. I would love to own an SVT-40 though.
No, you wouldn't. If you ever shot one, you'd be like, yeah, I can live without that.
But I want to own one for the history. A lot of the guns I own for the history.
Same, but the SVT is it. So you shot an SKS, right?
Yeah, it's like that, but Mosin a gun.
No. Imagine a very rough, almost uncontrollable, like shitty SKS.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. You do
I've always liked kind of like rougher recoil guns, anyways. So.
But no, it's not rough. It's just uneven and
yeah, it's nowhere near consistent. Yeah, and they have issues. I get it, but
yeah, it's just I shot one. It's like I would pay $300 for one, sure.
Yeah, but they're not worth the $2,000 people are asking for them.
Nope.
I agree. Yeah,
and because they're really fucking just not totally user friendly.
No, they're not. Well, they were designed to be cranked out real fast.
Well, and then cleaning them, holy Christ.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts and a lot of
Whereas like the Mosin, run some antifreeze, piss down it, fucking run some water down it, and then clean the bolt face, and you're good.
Throw the thing in a river and pick it up the next day. You're fine. Yeah.
SVT, a little bit of moving parts in there.
Very true. Very true. Maybe I should just go for the full-on SVT 38.
No, the AVT.
Oh yeah, the AVT. There we go.
Get 10 rounds, semi-automatic, aka an SKS with the fucking firing pin stuck forward because of Cosmoline. Dump
Whatever
it.
works.
Dump the 10 rounds.
Yep.
Make it totally impractical. But hey, it's full auto, right?
Oh, there's another good one for you, Mike. 1903 and 1917.
17 easily.
I was gonna say
I've
17
answered this on fucking many videos. Yeah.
Deep sights.
No, I like the way the 17 handles better.
Yeah.
I like the sights. I like the cock and closing action because you can work it a little bit faster.
And the 6 shots.
Well, 7 if you want to throw one in the tube, but yeah,
exactly.
The increased mag capacity. I like the length. I like the fucking weight. I like the way it handles a lot better. The 1903 is good, but it's like shooting a K98 with a little bit more power.
Yep.
And shitty target sights that were made in the late 1800s.
Yep.
So
I'd have to say 1917 as well.
Yeah, and I do own both. By the way, the people that are watching, I do own both. I've shot both plenty of times. Again, my personal preference. A lot of people are better with the 1903 than I am with the 1917.
Yeah, well, I made that. What was that? That 200-yard shot standing with hang fire ammo with your 1917.
And was that the first time you shot one?
On 1917, yeah.
Yeah, and so that kind of goes to show that like they're excellent fucking rifles. They're so easy to aim too. Like that sight,
exactly.
Even though it's a target sight,
so easy to pick up and acquire a target with.
So it's a battle sight that's mixed with a target sight. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so the 1917, it's heavier, sure, but I would take that any fucking day. Out of every rifle in World War I, out of any side, I would have taken the 1917.
I'd have to say, if I had to pick any rifle in World War I, it'd be Greek 1903. That's just personal preference, though, what it comes down to.
Well, we'd have to do an experiment where you got ammo for that, and you did a drill.
Yeah.
And shot it, and then did the same drill with the 1917.
Yeah.
Without bias, without anything, just like you just try to do the best, and it might change your opinion, it might not.
True. But I just know based off of the actions I like and the little 6.5 round, the low recoil.
So, do you have any experience? You ever shot one?
Huh?
You ever shot one?
I've shot rifles with every feature that has, and very similar rifles with that.
But have you ever shot one of those?
A Greek 1903, not the full length rifle, but I've shot the carbine.
So in theory, or in
I feel like I would rather like the full length rifle than the carbine.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, yeah, so that'd be a cool video to make. Like, actually getting one of those and like having you run a fucking.
Well, it's on my to get list, but they're kind of rare. So.
Yeah, but now you got your CNR. So if you do find one, you got the Dosh.
Well, a lot of it is like they sell for like $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah. Again, if you find one, you got the Dosh.
Yeah.
You get the license now, and we can
basically picture Gewehr 88 in 6.5 millimeter with M95 sights.
Yeah, I'll take the 1917. I'll take the 1917.
Yeah.
For sure. Not just because it's American, it's actually a British design.
Yeah.
And it was a good design. I just I think that rifle was fucking awesome and very underrated.
A very amazing rifle.
Yep.
It's definitely hard to beat for World War I.
Yep. And even World War II, as far as bolt guns go, that against the K98, I'd take a 1917.
Well, it stuck around through World War II as well. So.
Indeed.
Yeah, the British had them. The Americans still had them in training. And then the Americans sold a shit ton of them to China.
Yeah. And they also, they gave them to their allies, like the Free French, Free Polish, everybody. So
I have a P14. I like it a lot.
No, I
don't own a 1917, but I have a P14.
Well, it's a 1917 that shoots 303. Like, same goddamn rifle.
True.
Less mag capacity, though, because of the rim cartridge.
That heavy taper, yeah.
Yep. But, Yeah, it's. I mean, I want to get a P14 eventually. I just want to pay what they're asking. Should have gotten one a while back.
I got a really, really good deal on mine. I got mine for like $400.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, I paid from a good friend who I helped sort firearms, like a huge shipment for him. I got my Winchester Model 1917 for $540.
There you go. Yeah, mine's a Winchester as well. So, but mine went through the weed and repair standard. So,
oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck
which is
that is.
basically where the bolt, the action, the barrel, and the sights are all Winchester, but the front barrel band, the stock, the rear barrel band, and the butt plate, as well as all the wood, are Eddystone parts.
Oh, God, Eddystone.
Yeah, and they took the like volley sights and stuff off because that's what they did in the read and repair stand. So basically, it got new wood and new furniture.
Yeah. I mean that's fine. Like it's still a P14. Like they're awesome. And then the M17s, same rifle, just different caliber, one more round.
That's right.
So yeah, it's
because I like rimmed ammo though because I like that old shitty out of dated crap for some reason.
I like rimless a lot better because of the reliability of feeding.
Exactly, but I kind of like rimmed ammo because it is unreliable and it's old and like people are biased against it. Because I just like the history.
Well, I'm not biased. I've just
well, no, it's obviously better. Rimless is obviously superior in every way, but
feeds better. Yeah,
most of the firearms I own are in rimmed ammo because I like rimmed ammo for the historical aspect of it.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's like totally fine. But yeah, anyway, the 17 and the 14 doesn't matter. Like that thing is a dream to shoot.
Both of them are fantastic.
Oh, they're fucking beautiful bolt action rifle. Beautiful.
So, I feel like it would be a super cool video to get them both on one video.
But they're
the same rifle. Like they're both Winchesters. If we put mine and yours together, they're both Winchesters. And seeing
we could see like
exactly changed and what turned into what and how similar they actually are.
And then go out and test them.
Yeah, exactly. To see the differences in the reliability and how fast the bolt throw can be, and
yeah, no, that'd be a sweet video. You gotta start writing these down too. You make this list.
I'll make this list. Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I've got a bunch of my own shit like Camouflage of the World and Gun Myths and all that shit.
Yep. But I feel like an actual Winchester P14 to Winchester P17 would be 1917 would be a great comparison video.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're both made by the same company, just a few years apart. And
that's right, 2 years apart.
Yep, same rifle. But yeah, it's going to get on
DPM.
The what?
M81 CCE or DPM?
DPM.
I was gonna say DPM.
Yeah, that's what I said. DPM is a good pattern. The rest of them are too blocky, like we literally just talked about.
Yep. What's better, a Russian World War II helmet or a German World War II helmet?
I don't know. I haven't tested actually a proper World War II German helmet. I've tested a post-World War II Soviet SSH-40, but that's not accurate either.
I'd almost have to say the Russian World War II stuff just because it's easier to wear winter gear under. Because they have that adjustable liner. That's it. Other than that, they probably perform realistically pretty much the same.
Yeah, I can't answer that question. I fucking hate that. What is better? Because like everybody just wants an answer because it's easy, and they go, "Oh, Mike B said this was better," so it's like no. I'm like thinking about it. It's like there's always a matrix of strengths and weaknesses.
There is definitely like the German helmet design, and it even transfers into like the modern day Pascat and ACH. That section where the ears start, right by the temple, is the weakest part of the helmet. Because that's where the most stress is put on the material it's made out of.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Dumb question.
So it's an inherent flaw in the design.
Which is better? Like, which is the best or which is better? Like, that's why I don't answer these things ever, because there's not a concrete answer.
No, there isn't.
There's no
It all comes down
absolutes.
to what you're doing.
I hate dealing in absolutes with this because you can't.
You can't. In the end, here's the thing. Like, even if they pose a question to you like that, it still could be against what they want.
Right.
Some people's children.
Your parents' children.
Yeah, that's me. And the 5 abortions my mom had before she had me. That too, I guess.
Ooh. This could be like another Dakota repeat night.
No, I'm not that
drunk.
drunk.
My guts, man, about how much my life sucks.
I'm not that drunk, and my life's pretty great. But she did used to tell me that all the time as a kid, how she had like 5 abortions before she had me.
Like, you finally like get her to say it one day, like she had none, and she was just saying that.
No, well, like my sister was technically like the only planned kid, so, and she's 2 years younger than I am.
Well, why the fuck were you born then?
Apparently she used to tell me all the time I wasn't supposed to be, but they changed the laws at that point on when you could get an abortion.
Fun.
Yep. Good to know. Love you to death, Mom, if you're watching this. She watches me sometimes.
Really?
Yep.
Shit.
I know, right?
I'm Mike. I'm Mike. I'm Devin's fat fucking friend. So.
Oh, she knows who you are. Trust me.
Great.
So, she knows who you are.
Yeah, good stuff.
She watched she was watching the swatting episode when we got swatted, so.
Nope. No. Hey, don't.
I know.
Yep. We'll say that later. We'll talk about it later. All right, man. All right, guys.
No Zygar tonight?
Nope. It's not gonna happen. So.
Yeah, fair.
All right, guys. Later.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.